Okay, we're back. So now that you have your drawing taped down, we need to establish that a typical ceiling is 9 foot tall. So we need to make a vertical line and pick a point. And since this is probably my hardest area since it's curved, I'm going to start here and work around back to it and do that last. So here's my point. I'm going to use the 90-degree angle on my triangle, and I'm going to draw a line up. You take your 1/4 inch scale and you measure the line starting from your bottom point, 9 feet, which is right here, and we're going to go around it. We're going to continue making 90-degree lines up from each major point. We're doing the exterior walls first, and then we'll be working our way in. So the next point would be here on the corner. I will make a line, and then you want to make your triangle go in line with the exterior wall of your building, since this is where we're drawing, is the exterior wall. You take your 9-foot point on that line and you connect it there. So now the next point on my exterior wall would be this corner. We're going to make a line up. And since this wall goes this way, we're going to flip the triangle around this way. We're going to take the point where it intersects and take it over. Okay, you can already see the wall starting to appear. The next point would be this corner here. We'll take the line up, and this wall falls parallel to the side of my triangle, the point of intersection, and you bring it down. So the next point that I'm going to use is right here on this corner. Another line up. Now we need to connect those lines. This is parallel to this wall here that we're doing. Let's take the point of intersection again. We are just building the shell of the house. So here's my next exterior point, right there. Once again, checking the triangle, that it is parallel to the wall that I'm drawing. And the next exterior point, we're not going to worry about this right now. Actually, since it is protruding, let's go ahead and do that one. We'll do this point here. And connect. We'll do this point here. This one's going this way. Line here is in line with the triangle now. Now I can bring that down. And the next point. This little fraction, isn't it? Wow, that's not straight at all. exterior point would be here. There we go. So mine has a curve, and this is where the flexible curve comes in. I'm not sure if your floor plan has a curve or not. You basically mold your flexible curve around that curve. I'm going to use the actual numbers to bring it up. So that point is actually falling on that 12 there. And my next point is right here. So if I stick that 12 there, and I bring the curve up this way. Of course, I make a mistake while I'm shooting video. 1 point. Catherine claims that the curve is easy, but I would have to disagree. So that's the exterior. Now we want to work the inside portion of the exterior wall. And I'm going to use a different color. You get the gist of it. We're going to work around again. Now when you're working in, there's so many more connections and so many more points when you're working in. And so it's easy to get confused. So let's pick another point that should be an easier start. And I am thinking we're going to start in this area here, and we're going to work our way around again. So let's take this point here. And once again, we're going to measure 9 feet on our scale. And the next point. On my tape. Okay, so from here you can see that I've worked my way around this way. And this is the top of the wall. I'm going to crochet that for you so you can see it a little bit better, because we're going to end up crocheting the walls anyway, but it will make a little bit better of a visual for you. So this is the top of the wall, and you usually do it on a different layer. And then here's going to be the top of the wall here. And then, since I'm doing the curve at the end, you'll be able to see that a little bit later. But now you can see that I'll do the ground in a different color for you. So this is the bottom of the wall. This is the height of the wall, and then this is going to be the top of the wall. So let's go ahead and carry that around a little bit further. The next point, interior point, would be this corner of the room. The next point, come down the wall, right here. And you can see that the lines are becoming more and more dense. And you can see that just from the size of these areas here that it can get really confusing. So don't just make all your vertical lines, because you might get confused and not know where to connect them. That's why we're doing them one at a time. Luckily on this floor I don't have to use my adjustable because I don't have any angled walls. They are all 90-degree walls. The only hard part is that curve on this particular floor plan. And I'm sure with practice it will not be hard anymore. I'm coming back around this wall here. Here's my last connection point. I'm going to connect that up. Here's the next point. And here's the next point. Now you can see it's really hard to tell already which line I just drew. So I can see that it's right next to this big gap. Put the second line over. And take that one down to the second one. Here's my next point. And since it's so dense, I'm going to change pens to make it easier to see. And so my last point was right here. Okay. come back down here. There's the corner of the wall. My floor plan is so dark that it's kind of hard to tell what is wall and what is like a built-in or whatever. So this is a bedroom, so I know that this has got to be a closet, and I connected it to the front of the closet, so I should have connected it to the corner of the wall. So I'm coming back, and I'm going to bring my line up, and we're going to just extend that so that we get the wall itself and not the closet. We can do a closet later. Once again, this is a really dense area. I'm going to switch back to another color so I can know for sure that I'm connecting the right lines, and to make it easier for you to see as well. Black once more. I didn't take that one up quite far enough. There we go. Good. Let's go to the next point. And you'll see that now we're getting to an area where the wall is actually going to the outside, so I'm going to connect those points. And they fall on this angle here. Now this wall is also going to come down this way because that's a doorway to a covered terrace. So I need to come back. This way. And bring my intersection point here. Here. We're still working our way around. That is actually another doorway. I shouldn't have stopped there. I should have carried it on. Just here. No big deal. We'll throw another line in there. And ideally everything should connect together since you used your scale and you worked your way around, and this area here is not matching up on mine here. If you notice, this should actually, it should end up being the same line from here to here. So there's an error somewhere on this drawing. I'm not really sure where it is. This is the fourth time I've actually drawn this particular floor. So I guess that is something that I will have to discuss with Catherine. Find out where I have gone wrong. My first drawing came out great. And I will show you that drawing as well, but let's get this done just so that I can show you a result. Here's another closet, so let's figure out where that closet ends. There seems to be a point. I'm going to just draw the closet in. Make it more obvious for my eye. I realize you can't see it, but I think you get the gist. It is just this dark floor plan that makes it so hard to see. The density of the lines again is getting pretty out of control, so I'm going to switch pens to make it easier to see. Make sure my points are going to line up here. So now we're back at that curve, and I'm going to find just a point. Like the last point that would be on a 90 degree, that would fall on the 90 degree angle before I have to make the curve. Before I'm forced to make the curve, which would be there, and that one up. Save the best for last, not in this case. Save the worst for last. I'm not quite as proficient as I probably should be. And this one here is the other end of the curve, and I think, let's see, I could actually bring that in also to here. So I can connect that wall back to this point before I have to make the curve. Okay, so my curve points would be here and here. And I have to mold this around. Mold it around and then bring it up to the points that we need. Alright, so now you can see what this is supposed to look like. We're also going to bring in the floor lines, which you could do on another sheet if you wanted to. Let's do that. I'm going to pause while I tear some more bum wad. We're going to do another layer just to make it easier to see.